Hi and welcome back to Normski TV, another transfer daily, looking at all things Arsenal, rumours, players that we're linked with. And first of all, just want to start off with news about Aubameyang, with his deal imminent to be announced. We're hearing David Alston from The Athletic is saying that the deal is all but done and signed, and that he will be the highest paid player for Arsenal, going above Mesut Ozil. We're hearing figures of £375,000 have been muted. Now, I think, personally speaking, he's worth it. He has scored over 70 plus goals in 110 appearances. That's absolutely brilliant. He's our talisman, captain, and he's the one that's practically got us into where we are, 8th place, into Europe. And if it wasn't for him, we'd probably be further down the table. A lot of people might say, yes, he's 31. Yes, he signed a 3-year deal. That's a lot of money. That is an awful lot of money. But I think he's worth it. You're paying a guy £350,000 in the name of Ozil, who hasn't contributed nothing to the club. And I think Aubameyang is worth every penny. Absolutely worth every penny. Tell me what you think. Do you think £375,000 is excessive money to be paying for a striker of his quality? I mean, if we was to lose him, it'd be very difficult to replace him and replace his goals. I think this guy can go until he's 34, 35, very fit. And you wouldn't think he's 31, scoring goals. And, for me, it's good news that the deal has all but been done, and we're just waiting to hear the announcement. I think it's somewhere likely to be probably before the actual Premier League game, which is on Saturday, but we'll probably air some news tomorrow. That's probably where we're going to actually air it. Arsenal tend to do a lot of announcements on a Friday. So let's watch this space. I hope I'm not, being early with this, and that I'm going to eat my words, but we've been saying this for the past couple of weeks, that he's going to sign, and we haven't heard anything, but it seems as if now the wheels are in motion, and loads of media outlets, social media, Twitter, everything, it seems to be pointing that this deal is imminent, and that we will be hearing the announcement come before the weekend has come. So good news on that, but yeah, let's see what happens. Okay, Bellerin. Now, Bellerin has been linked with all numerous clubs. At the moment, Paris Saint-Germain was linked with him. They wanted to take him on loan with the option to buy, but Arsenal knocked back that. They really wanted the cash for him. Barcelona have now put their hat into the ring and are in talks with Arsenal, possibly to get him for a deal of worth £23 million. That's what Arsenal are looking at. I'm hoping, if that is the case, yes, he's doing well under Arteta, but as I said, in order for us to get our targets, we need to be selling some of our prize assets, and Bellerin is one of those. He's a sought after player. He's only 25, and so in this day and age, all right, we could have got more for him, but obviously COVID, the whole pandemic, the prices have obviously come down. But whatever we can get, let's take it. As I said, we've got the likes of Ainsley Maitland-Niles and Cedric, who can actually cover in that area. So Barcelona are in talks with Arsenal. This is the rumour that they're in talks with Arsenal with regards to, doing a deal. I hope that this does start to, start moving quick on this. I know Paris Saint-Germain, again, I know they were interested, but they are now moving their efforts on to signing a Roma right back. I think his name is Alessandro Florenzo. I think that's what his name is, and that's where they're now focusing their attention on now. And this is what Fabrizio Romano has tweeted, and you have to take his word for gospel concerning that. So let's watch this space concerning Bellerin. He's one of the likely candidates to be leaving the Emirates. So let's see what happens. Let's watch this space. Okay, Aouar. We were still linked with this player. fantastic player, plays for Olympic Lyon. And Arsenal obviously have been in talks with him. They've also put in a bid for 31 million plus Guendouzi as a part of the deal. They've rejected that. They're looking for cash. And Janino came out a couple of days ago and speaking to the press and was saying that they have been in talks with Arsenal with regards to Aouar, but they don't think that Guendouzi fits the profile of the club. And so therefore, if there's a deal to happen, they really going to want cash for him. He's valued at £54 million. Whether Arsenal are going to pay that sort of money or whether, Lyon are going to get that kind of money, I doubt it very much. It seems as if as well that news coming out of France that the player himself is actually agitating for a move to the Premier League. I think he wants a new, fresh start, in terms of, seeing what other, leagues are about. And the Premier League seems to be one that he's interested in. As I said, we are kind of like the front runners at the moment because we're the only ones that have been talking to his representatives. I know Man City have now thrown their hat into the ring, which is not really good news, but no negotiations have happened. I think it's the same with Juventus as well. They're interested in him. But at the moment, there hasn't been any talks with either Man City or Juventus. Arsenal are the only ones that have really been in touch with Lyon and Aouar as a representative. So let's see what happens. Can Arsenal afford to get this player? They are pushing hard. The club like him, Fabrizio Romano has come out and said that Romano's come out and said that, Arsenal like this player, and they're going to try and push to try and get this player. He's a very good player, 22 years old and, young but great. Lots of pundits have come out and said, how good a footballer he is. And, if Arsenal could do this, this would be great. It's all about, selling players. At the end of the day, it's all about selling players to raise the cash. Arsenal have not got the money just to just go and put on the table. They have to let go of players or assets in order to try and raise the funds. Now, as Alexander Lacazette, he's kind of unsure about his future with the news of Aubameyang contract being announced. He's not too sure of his future, where it lies. There's talk that Atletico Madrid are very interested in him. That may have turned his head and he probably wouldn't mind a move to Atletico Madrid. Would that involve him being as part of the deal to get Thomas Partey? Who knows? Thomas Partey at the moment, his buyout clause is 45 million. That's what Atletico Madrid want. They're not entertaining at the moment part exchanges, but if the club likes Alexander Lacazette, as the transfer window, rolls on, will Atletico soften their stance, and will that then give Arsenal a better chance of negotiating a deal with Atletico and also with Thomas Partey? He wants to come to the Premier League. He wants to play for Arsenal. Again, we're not hearing anything yet, but I'm sure as the season progresses, as the transfer window progresses, we will probably start hearing more news and action with regards to the Atletico Madrid situation with Thomas Partey, with Alexander Lacazette, whether he's going to be, Arsenal value him at about 30 million. If we can get 30 million for him, then, yes, you've got the likes of Martinelli and Eddie Nketiah there. All right, yes, they are not as seasoned as Lacazette, but, I'm sure they can learn under Aubameyang. I think we would need to be getting more goals from the midfield, as I said yesterday. So getting a player like Aouar in the side that can score goals, Willian can add to that as well. Then that will take the pressure off the strikers. But if we are gonna sell Lacazette, Arsenal are pricing him at £30 million. So again, don't know. Let's watch this space. Let's watch this space concerning that. Emilio Martinez. Again, We don't know what's happening with that. If he starts on Saturday, then it looks like he's going to stay with the club. If he doesn't, then the chances are we're going to look to be selling him. Aston Villa definitely need a keeper. He's turned down a deal with Arsenal, and because Aston Villa are basically putting a better contract on the table with regards to the amount of money that he will get, and obviously with the promise of being the number one keeper. That's what Martinez wants. He wants to be the number one keeper, and I think he's proved that in the last 10, 15 games for Arsenal, and I don't know why. It's a no-brainer. Right, yes, Leno is a very good player, but I just believe that Martinez should be the one that should be holding the gloves, and Leno should fight for that place. But truth be known, it looks like that they're going to go with Leno, and then it means that Arsenal are going to have to try and go for another keeper, which is going to be very difficult, as Brentford, again, are not... they don't want to lose their keeper. They don't want to lose their keeper at all. They've already sold one of their prize assets, striker, to Aston Villa, and they can't afford to be letting go of all their good players. So I don't know what's going to happen concerning that front, but again, we'll just have to wait and see concerning that. Guendouzi, I don't know if I spoke about him, but I'm going to speak about him. Obviously, PSG are interested in him. There's talk that PSG would want to take him, but they would want to do a part exchange with Julian Draxler. We've been linked with this player for time, and believe it or not, the guy's only 26 years old. And when I heard he was 26, I thought he's still quite young. And I remember the transfer windows and saying that we was linked with him and the sort of money that he was worth. Good player. Obviously, Guendouzi is a lot younger and has more potential, but Julian Draxler is a quality player. Would you take him as part of the Guendouzi deal to come to the Arsenal? Yes, he will get us some goals. He's a seasoned player. What would you do? Are you happy to let Guendouzi go the other way and Julian Draxler come to the Arsenal, or would you just want cash for Guendouzi? What sort of money? We had him priced at about 40 million. I don't think we're going to kind of get that kind of money for him. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Do you think we should sell him outright? Forget about Draxler, because we've got lots of players in that position, or do you think we should bring in Draxler and just kind of make the squad depth stronger? Let me know in the comments concerning that. So lots of things happening. Torreira, just quickly, Florentina and Torino are fighting over Torreira with regards to, he's another player that's likely to go. At the moment, there's going to be some kind of bidding war going on. I'm hoping that will push up the price of Torreira. At the moment, I think Torino want to get him for around about 21 million. I'm sure they put in a bid for about, or are thinking about putting in a bid for 21 million. As I said, every penny counts. Let's see what happens concerning that. There's lots of work to be done concerning us raising the funds to get our trusted targets, as in Aouar and Thomas Partey. I hope that Arsenal will move quick on this. But just to say, good news is that Aubameyang's deal will be announced possibly before the game on Saturday. Not saying on the actual Saturday, but the Friday will probably be the likelihood that when they will announce that. That'd be great news, a good buzz for the players going into that game Saturday afternoon. We'll be playing first. We need to get a real good start in that game. Hopefully, I'll be doing some team prediction and player ratings after that game. So look out for that and see what happens. Listen, please like, subscribe, share. Please support the channel and put in the comments if there's anything that I can do any better. Listen, take care. See you next time.